Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. We do have some people in the, let's see, not the Abbey. We have some people in the, where is it? Sanitarium, some diseases being treated there. We also have a town event right here. 33% stress healed on idle heroes. If I sort by stress, we can see that, well, these guys aren't exactly idle. I don't think they count as idle when they are being treated, but Verdun will certainly be getting some stress treatment and stress reduction there. This is a crappy week because, as you can see by my board here, there are no veteran level quests. There's one apprentice level quest, which I don't have anybody legitimately low enough level for. I've got 3 level 4s. I could take them. One of them, I could take 2 level 4s, but the level 5s won't go on the apprentice. So I'm reluctant to go on champion level dungeons of any difficulty, any significant difficulty that is, until I have my upgrades, blacksmith and guild, to where I can get these people really leveled up. Unfortunately, we have no choice but to go on a champion level dungeon. And as we can see, if I click through these, there are only 2 short champion level dungeons. I could do the Shrieker. I'm interested to just kind of try him out, but I'd want to do that with people I honestly didn't mind losing. And I don't want to lose any of my people right now. So there's this short, and there's this short. And I will take a short in the Cove over the Weald any day, and so this is the one we're going to be going for. Even though we don't need busts particularly, we can trade them in for other trinkets, but we just need these heirlooms to get upgraded so we can upgrade our guild and our blacksmith. So into the Cove we go on this champion level mission. We are taking let's see, 2 level 6s and 2 level 5s. Critty's almost a level 6, and as you can see, I don't play around, at least try not to play around with champion level dungeons. I've upgraded all of their weapons to level 5, and that's all we can do right now. I don't have the armor, I don't have the heirlooms to be able to upgrade the blacksmith far enough to get their armor up. Nor do I have the wherewithal or trinkets or heirlooms or what have you to get their skills up. But we are taking Reynold because he's got a Cove Scrounger perk, so we're gonna get some scouting. And I'm taking Stuffy, who's also got the Cove Scrounger perk. So we should be, or quirk, I guess I should say, perk, quirk, whatever. But we should be getting some decent scouting chance in the Cove. So Reynold, the Crusader, is gonna be largely frontline damage with Smite. Possibly some stress healing. Well, definitely some stress healing. Let's be honest here. Then we got Stuffy, largely going to be acting as a stunner. I've given him the stun trinket. I've also unequipped Uppercut, which only works from the front 2 slots, to Flashbang. And so we can stun and shuffle any single party there. And all of his skills will work from the 3rd slot, which is good because in the very back we have Critty McDags with her Cove Adventurer quirk. And she'll be lunging. Her speed is 10, so she'll lunge first. Then the lineup will be her in the 2nd position, Stuffy in 3rd, and the Vestal back here in 4th, and that will set everything up nicely for the rest of the round. But her speed's 10, so she should go first. Stuffy, speed 7, as the stunner, should go 2nd. I'm fine with that. And then these 2 have very low speed, 3 each. So I'm wary. I would possibly trade this out for a speed item, but yeah, it's rough going into the Cove, especially with no Plague Doctor. I'm gonna basically take all of the bandages because I'm so scared of that Crab's arterial pinch doing huge damage and applying a dot and death storing my person before I can even act. So that's rough, but we do have the heal here and we do have the heal here. this will heal a little bit, at least get people off of death's door. However, the speed is very worrying on both of my people that are capable of healing. So I've prioritized damage here and stunning over healing. That's a questionable move. Anyways, let's just go through. You know, you kind of gotta judge each situation, I suppose. But I tend to favor damage and killing things in one hit or as soon as I can, above healing, which sometimes is fatal. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, on Renauld, we have the Sun Ring and the Ethereal Crucifix. Of course, the Eldritch damage gonna help us out in the Cove. Also, huge bleed resist on him. Does reduce his HP a little bit, but he's got some to spare. Damage and stun here. Healing across the board on the Vestal, and damage all across the board on our primary damage dealer. So let's go ahead and venture into this short mission in the Cove. It is a champion, and that's usually rough. So right off the bat, we're gonna take the full stack of bandages. Then we're gonna take a stack and 4 of food. We're gonna take a stack and half of torches. Actually, this is a short mission. We can get away with a little. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare a little more properly. I'm not short on money necessarily. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? No. I'm gonna be confident in my preparedness and not over prepare to make sure that I optimize everything that I can. 3 shovels, and having said that, 3 shovels maybe a little bit overkill for a short mission, but it's primarily the food and the torches that I think on a short mission, 12 and 8, 1 full stack of each should be plenty. In the Cove, we are gonna want some medicinal herbs, 1 key. The rest of everything, probably no blights in the Cove. This is mainly for a secret room. We do have a high scouting chance, and these are for curio interactions. So, yeah, I don't know that I've taken this party comp out before. It seems solid, if not great, but it does seem solid. And let's see. Good damage projection. Shuffle capability is not awesome, but we do have some moves that can allow our party some mobility. So, yeah, let's go ahead and embark and just see how we do. If anything, we do not want to lose Renauld.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
All right, scout right off the bat, and it is a very short. Sometimes I forget how short dungeons are. Actually, this one's not as short as I originally thought, but treasure room right off the bat. We don't want to lose Renauld, because everybody's kind of sort of dressed in red and/or purple. Let's get our fashion souls on. I don't know what the darkest dungeon equivalent of that would be, but these two guys were already sort of red, so we'll get a general red theme going on here, just to make the party feel like it's got some cohesion. Grave robber, you disarm traps. Bounty hunter would have been a fine choice for that as well. We don't want to lose Renauld because we are, of course, going for that achievement of the. You know what? Let's go ahead and use them. First thing we interact with, I find that the payoff for using medicinal herbs on these fish carcasses is pretty decent. But Renauld, we are gonna go for that on the old road they found redemption achievement, which is one that I've not gotten yet. Oh shoot! I just noticed Squiffy Ghast. This is the first Squiffy Ghast I've ever gotten. And he's got, okay, so we've got 55 health. Can we lunge him from here? We can. So we want to take this guy down. I don't even know what he does. Right now, all I know is he does that maddening sanity. But this is the first time I've run into one. I've heard that they can be high damage, and especially very high stress. So we'll see if that's true. But we will try to focus him down. He is by far the priority because I'm scared of him and I don't like being scared. So Let's lunge and hope we get a crit. No, but still good damage. Close to half of his health. Let's check out the difference between finish him and collect bounty. Finish him will do 11 to 21 with an 11% chance to crit, which isn't bad. This will do 11 to 21 with a 13% chance to crit. 77% chance to hit. 77, yeah, the collect bounty is altogether better. So we'll go ahead and whack the Squiffy Ghast with that. 19, that's not bad. If we can go first again, or not first, but if we can get one more turn off before he gets another turn off. Ooh, dodges across the board. Now this should kill him. Is he undead? He is unholy. We get bonus damage here. 16 to 30. If this hits, it will kill. All right, Squiffy Ghast dead. That bodes well, as it were. Now, what do we want to do? We probably want to attempt to stun here. The pelagic piranhas. Oh, they're called piranhas in the high level dungeons, but they do quite a bit of damage. He's got very low stun resistance. If this hits, it should stun. Ooh, good crit. A little bit of stress reduction, and I chose the wrong skill to stun with. Okay, that is the danger. If that would have done more damage, I could be on death's door with a dot. That is the situation you do not want to find yourself in. We're gonna go ahead and flashbang it. Maybe well, now the question is, do we risk? It will do 10 to 19. He's only got 11 health, so unless I roll really poorly on the RNG, this will kill. So I'm gonna go for that over the stun. And I should have gone for the stun. Well, should is now. The question is, do we actually want to bandage this, or do we want to take the damage? 3 damage for 4 rounds has 12 damage. I brought the bandages. We might as well go ahead and heal one up. Kill the grouper, or the wide mouth, or the piranha, as it's called in these later dungeons. Okay, that's bad. We need a single target heal for sure here. That's one of the things that I did not count on, is her being in the kind of front lines-ish will certainly, let's see, we want to try and get a stun here to get the guard off of him. But having her in the front lines means she's definitely vulnerable to damage. I'm not going to heal this bleed, but we will attempt to... You know what? I'm actually going to shadow fade and then lunge. Because I would like to stun him. He resisted it, but I can get a lunge next turn. But I can also just collect bounty here. Good crit. A little bit of stress reduction. Now I'm going to stall as much as I can. And we're going to heal up this damage. We're going to try and get stuns off on him. And or... let's see, 6, 1, 15. Yeah, let's go ahead and stress heal. Just keep that stress low. And do I want to lunge, or do I want another round of healing, so I'm actually just gonna Throne Dagger the corpse to sort of waste my turn. We can try a stun. It works. So we're just buying time basically to heal stress, and well, the stress is not an issue yet, but I want to get one more good single target heal off here. There we go. Now we can go for the kill on the pelagic champion. Yeah, you're gonna take a little bit more bleed damage, but you know, whatever, kill him. Should we go for another stun? He's got 80 stun resist, 150. Yeah, probably not. I think that... What's the damage here? 5 to 9 and 5 to 9, man. Max damage. But we do need to start really wearing this guy down and think about getting the kill. We'll just smite him. Alright, good damage. He's still got some health. We're gonna take some more damage and probably another bleed. Doesn't she have Clotter? She's gotten bled every time she's been hit. Oh, she's not the one with Clotter. But now we need to, again, protect our grave robber and heal her up somewhat, if we can. Go for the stun again. Yeah, good stun. Or, well, a stun. And heal. Meh. He's got 16 health left. Let's go for it. Oh, excuse me. I swallowed something and went down the wrong pipe. Alright, heal her back up. Yeah, the grave robber's squishiness definitely coming into play here. We'll see if we can finish off with a pick to the face. We can. And ooh, some good deeds there. The good deed for the day. Let's check out the strong box.
Waiting to be spent.
Portraits always welcome. Money, of course, welcome. All right, first fight. That was somewhat hairy. The Squiffy Ghast we were able to take care of. I'm gonna go ahead and just use this now. Let's see, what do we want to get rid of? Probably the anti-venom. The medicinal herbs, more valuable down here in the cove. I was getting ready to say that it may have been wiser to hold on to those medicinal herbs in case we got one of those coral trees, which can certainly heal some negative quirks. Got another scout chance because of our quirks. We have another hallway battle. Shouldn't be as hairy as the room battles.
The path is clear.
At least we need those. Let's see, 750 versus 375 each. I know that let's ditch the holy water. Let's give it, yeah, sure. Stuffy, you can have the holy water. All right. So this is an interesting fight because this guy's got to go because he has huge damage potential. This guy's got huge stress potential. We do have a stress healer, so that lowers his priority a little bit. However, he'd be somewhat easy to kill. So we are gonna go ahead and go for the squishy first, which is large. And this, I mean, it could do 32 damage without a crit, so this does have a good chance to kill. Or, well, a chance to kill. And exactly the right amount of damage to kill. Now, we do want to go ahead and, what's her health at? 22, she's 10 down. We're gonna go ahead and do another single target heal. And just make sure that everybody's feeling great. Then we're gonna flash bang. See if we can get a stun there, we can. And that's just a free round of damage for us, which is great. High prot, this is not a high dot party. There's no real dots we can do. Collect bounty will do 5 to 9. Yeah, these two are sort of interchangeable unless you got one of them stunned or one of them's marked or human. Good crit.
Singular strike.
And just trying to hammer through that protection that this particular enemy has stacked against us. We can do a judgment. What's his stun resist like? 80%. Yeah, let's go ahead and just judgment. Get a little damage in. And yeah, arterial pinch, of course. Resist it. Resist the bleed. Thank you. First bleed she's resisted in the dungeon. Of course, we've only had one battle, so I probably shouldn't complain. But I still am.
Precision and power.
Only a 14 crit. Could have gotten a 15 crit. See, I can complain about anything. Okay, 2 crits in a row. I'm not gonna complain about that. Even I cannot find anything bad to say about that. Our Crusader gets sent to the back, but that's not the end of the world because he's only got 3 HP, so. We kill!
Does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Another holy water, not gonna have room for that.
These nightmarish creatures can be
Let's
felled.
see, we'll have
They
her
can
take
be
it for
beaten.
no apparent reason. Gold, I want gold. Let's have, is anybody even remotely hurt? You're a little bit hurt. You're a little bit, here we go. Eat a couple of food there, and then we can take the gold. And onward and up. Bet you thought I was gonna forget to shuffle the party, but I thought that too. Almost
In
did.
Radiance, may we find victory.
All right, give us another scout here, if you please. Sometimes the short missions are more difficult, I think, than the mediums. Longs are always the most difficult, but shorts can be more difficult
If only treasure could
because you
staunch
can't
the
camp in the
flow
middle.
of
You can pause that,
otherworldly
and we've gotten this one many times before. Those things can go by the wayside. I do not mind. All right, make sure we're up above 75% as we encounter this hallway battle. Nothing too terrible unless these guys stun me, you know, repeatedly, which it looks like they are going to attempt to do. The Black Plague is terrible. That may be the worst disease because of the -5 speed. The Red Plague is also very bad. So we want to kill these guys as soon as possible. We can't camp, so we can't use her disease remove. Camping ability. So we'll just try and kill these guys as much as we can.
Continue the onslaught.
Again, always focusing fire to the degree that we can. I'd love to hit this guy, but I can't. So smack one of these snails. The armored maggot. I don't know what kind of maggots you are used to, but these are snails where I come from. All right, Critty definitely getting targeted there. 4 damage for 3 rounds. Probably gonna bleed heal. Let's see. Can we stun you? I would like to stun. I would like to. See, these are the decisions we make. He's got 6 health. I can only do 5 damage to him, so the damage is not worth it. That makes the stun more valuable. But do I stun this guy? Because I know he's going to probably stun me next round, or do I stun one of these to prevent the disease? I think I stun you, because you got more health, and it's possible that between the other characters, I will kill this one this round. So we'll stun here. Bounty Hunter not looking great. 8 damage. Gosh. Yeah, let's use a bandage. I'm not gonna lunge because that will put her even more in harm's way. I am going to Throwing Dagger. And then I'm definitely gonna heal here. Good crit, but the graveyard robber seems to be getting focused
Press this advantage.
for some
Give them
reason.
no quarter.
Now we can go ahead and lunge here. No, let's stick with the Thrown Dagger.
Annihilated.
And then just whack down the maggot. All my stress is still perfectly reasonable, so I don't need to stress heal or anything. Good dodge. Another disease in her would have been not great. We'll just say that. All right, 0 stress on the party. 8 deeds.
Be wary.
All right.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzy
We have to
fall.
keep our utility items. We're going to have to ditch. I'm gonna ditch the jade on the off chance I get more emeralds. All right, that stacks up that. I do want the crests as well. Again, gee, I really don't want to. I don't want to lose this. Let's see. Does anybody have any locked-in traits? Yeah, he needs some quirk help. They all could use some. Ligophobia is not great. Dipsomania is not great. But Warren's Phobe is the main one I want to get rid of, because what if I want to go into the Warrens? So I think I will keep the medicinal herbs just in case. Yeah, we're going to ditch the emeralds. Yeah, there's really nothing else I can, in good conscience, get rid of. So we're going to sacrifice some gold for some heirlooms, as painful as it is for me to do. And make our way on into this room battle. Perhaps we will get another Squiffy Ghast. We do get a free torch, just in the nick of time, so we can go ahead and use that. And a bandage, always helpful in the cove. And literally only because of those crab enemies. Alright, not a good... This is a very scary composition. This guy can stun. These guys are high damage. This guy's high stress damage. Again, stress damage is probably the most threatening. Yeah. So we take him out for a round, then we will lunge into you because we don't want this guy doing damage to our back line. Good crit! Wow, almost 50. Nice. I love that skill. I love those. It's not the most efficient strategy, but man, those big crits, they just feel so good. Stacking things like speed and stun are probably the most effective in terms of strategy, but I do like stacking crit trinkets and quirks just because it's so satisfying to get those big crits. Stun, yep. That bleed resist. Crit and bleed probably.
About to break.
Yeah, we're gonna have to use the bandage there. Can we get the kill? 10 to 19 is possible. It's possible. About, I would say, a 50-50. Let's try it. We get it. That's great. We'll use a bandage here. Oh, wait. Did she just pass her turn? Why did she take bleed damage and then... I'm slightly confused. We'll stun here because I do want to use some rounds to heal up. And we've got till the end of round 4. You resisted. That's great. I wanted you to resist. Can I use a bandage yet? Maybe. Ever. Alright, stun is successful, so we get a free round of healing. And stress healing, just in case we want it. Might as well. A little bit of health healing there as well. Now you can take a bandage. Now you can throw a dagger. And now we can heal up. And this should kill. Unless it's dodged. And we get another attack on us. Luckily it's just a stun and not a high damage or a bleed. Let's go for the kill here. Alright, good crit. A little bit of stress relief. Lots of treasure. Wish I could take it. I'm tempted to 1,000 gold or busts. 1,000 gold or busts. I can trade the busts in for other trinkets. I'm gonna keep the. I'm gonna ditch this stuff. It hurts. It hurts ditching those sapphires. But I do know that I have $25,000-ish in the bank. I don't want to open this yet with a shovel because I'm concerned that I may get some blockages. So we will possibly come back for that. Those types of chests aren't always the most lucrative, so we'll see what kind of situation we're in. Upon our return, we'll get a scout here, which is great. Let's see. Okay, we could relieve... he's only got 6 stress. I was thinking about relieving the bounty hunter's stress on this trap, but the dungeon is more or less cleared. We got a chest there we can use a shovel on. Box here we might as well grab.
The match is struck. A blazing star.
Definitely want those. I've seen all the curios that I'm going to be interacting with, so I can go ahead and ditch these herbs. I hold on to herbs like Grim Death in the cove, especially if you haven't noticed. Just because that coral tree is so valuable, let's continue adventuring. And we'll go back and use our shovels on those barnacled chests. And now we know that we're likely not going to get into any more fights.
Spirits are lifted.
And we know there's no more blockages, so we can use a shovel without fear of having to deal with a blockage. We can go ahead and ditch the torch.
The light.
You can pause and read that if you would like, and we will take the gold. Yes, I know that. All right. We could have honestly, probably should have ditched the keys, but whatever. Really doesn't make a difference in the long haul. And then we got one more barnacle encrusted chest. We'll shovel it up. Bang! Knock them barnacles off. Get a couple of food. Not really extremely useful. And we'll take that. All right, successful run.
Despite its morbid aspect,
I don't care too much about this item, although I might use it. +3 crit in position 1 and extra healing. That applies to his health healing and his stress healing. His being the Crusader, obviously, because that's an item for the Crusader. So that might be useful, but did get a fair amount of crests and a fair amount of deeds. In fact, we may. All right, everybody's level 6 now. We're getting close. Those of you, those precious few, ye brave and happy few who have been watching. There's probably only about 50 of you, but I sincerely appreciate you enjoying the series. But do know that we are closing in on the end of this series, and I hope to have it wrapped up in time for the DLC to come out.
let me
All
share
right,
with
got
you
some
the terrible
diseases
wonders I have
removed. Let's
come
go ahead
to
and
know.
get our trinkets off. First and foremost, let's sort by stress. Tomas still needs to take a trip to the Abbey and/or Sanitarium, but do we have enough trinkets or heirlooms to level up? No, we need 33 portraits. We'll probably trade and bust for those. In fact, I'm almost positive we will. And 44, yeah, we need more deeds. But we can go ahead and finish off our guild. And the way I'm gonna do that is by trading in busts for portraits. So we need 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. We need 5 portraits. So we will look, we'll up our number of busts here until we get 5 portraits there. And 15, that's a steep price, but certainly willing to pay that. And oh yeah, I neglected to notice that I would be too low on crests. But we're done with portraits. And you know what? I can trade 77, 78, 79, 88, 81, 82, 83, 84. I need 7 more crests. See if we can trade our busts in for 7 crests. Should be able to. Oh, I saw a 9 there. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go, and bada bing, there we go. Guild fully upgraded. Now we just need, now I am extremely low now on crests, so we need 50 crests, and about 20 deeds to finish off our blacksmith. But then we will be ready to, if we have enough money, upgrade everybody and take them all into the darkest dungeon. Let's see if we get let's say if we get another Crusader, because I'd like to have one to go into the darkest dungeon. I didn't get one. That's unfortunate, I believe. All right. And then lastly, but not leastly, let's stick Critty in here, get rid of the Black Plague, and let us stick Tomas and possibly Fitzroy. Oh, Tomas, what will you do? You will only drink. So we'll have to go to the bar, and we'll have to send you to the actual bar, which is unfortunate because that's not going to heal all of his stress. I'm going to have to leave him be for a little while. Fitzroy, will you go to the Abbey? Have I upgraded the Abbey at all? I've upgraded the transept, which is probably overkill. We can just stick you in there. All right, we'll relieve a little bit of stress there, and oh, Bertrand, do you also want to, $2,000? Come on. Come on, give me a break. But it's gonna be more expensive down there, and you can't even go down there. Where's the Abbey? All right, we'll spend the gold just to get you full well, Bertrand. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It really does help out, helps get the videos out to a little bit wider audience. And I do thank those of you who are watching and keeping up with the series. Until next time, my name's Rantry. Thanks for watching Darkest Dungeon.